Hey guys, Shadowz here, and today in this video we're going to be discussing my personal experience and thoughts and opinions on the most recent Tusk Studios hosted Gears of War 3 1v1 Mercy Open Showdown Tournament that I actually played in, I participated in if you didn't or did know, and I've got to say I really enjoyed and just loved the whole experience. Even when I got knocked out, yes, I didn't make it, I didn't win it or anything, but I do believe I did very well in terms of being literally just a normal public player who's never played competitive. This was my first opportunity and time to play at Gears of War at that level of gaming, and man, it was crazy. I'll get into talking about my personal experience in a second, but yeah, I've never actually played in a competitive aspect like that tournament before the prior to Sunday. I've literally just played nothing but online public matches against randoms, against friends. Now I'm kind of classed as a YouTuber, which is basically still a normal person. None of you guys never forget that. However, this was my first time trying out competitive, and man, I loved the adrenaline rush. I just loved the whole experience. Even when I got knocked out, I watched the whole of the live stream all the way till it finished, just to hear the new announcement, which I'm going to be talking to you guys in a future video. Not this video, I'll save it for a different video, because it's actually an announcement. If you didn't know, someone new joined Tusk Studios with a new role, which I definitely want to talk to you guys about, because it's very important for the community, for testing the next game out. And I'll talk about that in a future video. However, this video is going to definitely focus on my personal experience and also some thoughts and opinions on the actual tournament. So before we get into it, like I said, the tournament was run very successfully. It was well organized, and we only basically had 2 people literally taking control of the whole tournament and sorting out everyone when it comes to all the different aspects in play. So you had Fallout or John working on the live streaming feature of the actual tournament, making sure all the games can get live streamed as much as possible, contacting people who are having their rounds live streamed, and I think it went really well, especially with Fallout or John sitting there for about 6.5 hours non-stop, where I think they actually thought the tournament would only last for about 2 to 3 hours, but it went on for about 6.5 hours, and he sat there and he hyped up every single game, and he is just an amazing guy, an amazing dude for that. He is someone I could literally watch just non-stop for even 24 hours straight. With his commentating skills, he just hyped up every single match, and I think the whole live streaming and the whole tournament was very organised, like I said, and it went very well. I definitely want to see something like this happen in the future. Also, you can't forget Jack Felling, who done an amazing job, basically being the only referee for all 64 players. So that's for, like, I don't know, just so many matches. She literally refereed everything. She was the person who came up with all the decisions of results and everything. She's done an incredible, amazing job as well. Definitely got to take her hat off for her and John of Fallout and Tusk Jack Felling just for doing an amazing job. So for my personal experience, if you guys didn't watch the live stream, I actually made it to round 3, which means I placed at 9th place tie with obviously a few other people. So I got in the top 16 players out of 64. I came tied at 9th place with players like Sensors, Y-Jetta, Paradise K, and then many more. I think personally, as a brand new guy to this competitive sort of scene in Gears of War, someone who's never had a jab at competitive play before, I think as a public player I did very well, and I did make a few mistakes. That's where my basically beginner skill comes into play when it comes to the upper game of what's in stake, and it was crazy, man. I've never experienced Gears of War at that competitive level. Literally, the adrenaline rush I got the moment I started my first game in the first round I've never experienced something like that. Literally, my heart was pumping so fast, and it was beating so damn hard. I could feel it in my veins, in my neck. Obviously, because you've got a pulse in your neck, I could literally just feel it. It was just going crazy. I was sweating. Yes, I was sweating the palms, and I was getting sweaty, and I was getting into it. It was just crazy. Like in the round 3, that was where it just went up another level. Like my heart went even faster. My legs started to feel like jelly because I've been sitting down for so long, and I was just such in concentration mode. I literally had to lie down after getting knocked out at round 3. I think I did personally very well. Obviously, I made a few mistakes, and talking about the whole competitive aspect of Gears of War, basically to kind of explain it, you can only get to a certain skill factor or get to a certain, like, let's say, good at the game, and everyone can get to this actual same level. It's only when after that, which makes people stand out and make different players stand out, is your in-game knowledge, and that's what actually held me back in that tournament, as well as a few other things. Being a new player to competitive, being from the UK when all of the connections was American based, and a few different other things, but it's in-game knowledge which separates me from all them top place players, all them competitive guys. Like, you did have a few professionals in there. You had the team or clan known as SYN or Synergy, you had Toy Soldier, you actually had very many amazing players who have already been to tournaments like LAN events, who have played competitive for so long, and I actually had to go against them. But it's the in-game knowledge which separates me from them, and that's something I would love to improve upon. There was a few mistakes I actually made, like when I shouldn't push, when I was too full red, and if I actually backed away, if I went like round the right hand side, I believe at the certain example, I would have actually gotten away. And it's little things like that I need to improve upon, like learning more angles and stuff, and just improving my overall in-game knowledge. But for my first opportunity and my first, let's say, jab at competitive play for Gears of War, I think I did very well. So I definitely want to see something like this in the future. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the tournament if you got to watch it. I would love to actually upload some gameplay. However, I didn't record round 3, which I actually got knocked out of. So quickly explain it to you guys. In round 3, it did go to 3 games, 3 matches. The first game was on my host, and I just made too many mistakes. I literally dropped the donuts. I thought just because I was host, I could push him. I got really cocky, and I paid for it. He beated me on my own host. I believe the score was, what was it, 5-2? Yeah, he beat me on my host 5-2, and then the second match was on his host. I beat him on 5-3, but obviously he won more rounds, so he got to host the final match, and then he actually beat me. I believe it was either 5-3 or 5-4, but it was very close. I actually thought going into the third and final match, I could actually get a comeback here, because I went like 2-0 up. It was just phenomenal. It was crazy. The experience was unreal. And I'd definitely love to play one of them again, especially going to a LAN event. I'd love to do that just because the connection between United Kingdom, the UK or England to America, where most of the players from Gears of War will be playing from, it's a very unfortunate advantage or disadvantage depending on what end of the stick you're on, whether you're host or you're not host. But hopefully I can go to a LAN event. I'd love to in the future. I'll definitely get as much as recorded as possible when it comes to competitive play. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. That is my personal experience in this 1v1 tournament hosted by Tusk Studios the other week, a couple of days ago now. But thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.